Well, another sort of a video for you today. What is this, dogs? I've had some shopping delivered. Yes, from Ocado. And this little lot cost me £117. I thought there'd be a bit more than that. Right, before Daisy starts eating everything, let's take it into the kitchen and see what I've bought. Well, I better start with the frozen food because it needs to go in the freezer. Now, I very rarely shop at Ocado. Now, for any of you watching in the USA, I don't know if grocery home shopping is popular there, but it is quite popular here. All the major supermarkets offer a home delivery service where you can order it online. Now, I hardly use Ocado because one, they're quite expensive, and two, I actually work in a supermarket. Okay, that's what I do for a living, a very low paid, a minimum wage job actually. People might think I'm lots of money, but no, I haven't. I work a minimum wage job in a supermarket. So obviously I'm in that supermarket and after work I buy stuff from it. But the stuff here that you can never possibly in a million years buy from the supermarket I work at. So I go to Ocado occasionally. Right, first thing, it's... It's extremely lazy, but these are pre-baked jacket potatoes. So they're already baked, but they're frozen. So you pop them in the microwave for 5 minutes and out comes jacket potatoes. I assume you have these in the USA. So they're just something I have for lunch with beans and maybe veggie sausages or burgers or something. But yes, so they're Bannister's Yorkshire Family Farm 4-baked jacket potatoes. Ooh, exciting. Something I can buy actually in my local supermarket. This is Linda McCartney. You might know her. She used to be married to Paul McCartney of the Beatles. She's dead now. But she still manages from the spirit world to produce a lot of vegetarian foods. And this particular one, I can't eat most of Linda McCartney's stuff now because it's vegetarian and it's not vegan. But these vegetarian sausage rolls are suitable for vegans and they're very nice as a snack. I would easily eat a whole box of 6 of those, but no, I normally have 2 or 3 when I first bake them and put the others in the fridge and have them cold. So that's that. A couple of things. These are very easy to, very quick snack. These are Amy's Kitchen Mexican burrito, bean and rice in a wheat tortilla. And they are dairy free and they are ready to eat in 3 minutes. So if I just want a quick snack, they were on offer, they were half price. Nearly everything I've bought from Ocado today was on offer. Those 2 first items weren't. These were on offer. These were £1 each instead of £2 each. So that's those. And another vegan item. These are Good Life parsnip and sweet carrot nut burgers with crunchy cashews. I assume they're vegan. I think they are. Yes, they are. Suitable for vegetarian. Oh, it's got the vegan. That's what, if you're a new vegan, I don't know if you have this symbol in the USA, but in the UK, there is the Vegan Society and there's also the Vegetarian Society, and this has been approved by both. So if you see the Vegan Society logo, you know it's definitely okay for vegans. Although there are many other foods that are still okay for vegans, but they're not actually marked with that symbol. It means you have to look at the labels. Now these are new. Now I'm a little bit, I've got 2 of these because again these were half price. Now I'm a little bit sort of in an ethical dilemma here because these are made by a company called Walls, who I think are Unilever. They're one of the big, oh yes they are, oh Roger. You see, what a dilemma. I'm buying these are vegan cornettos. And Cornetto, for you watching outside of the UK, you might have this brand elsewhere, but this is a very popular brand of ice cream. There was a very famous advert featuring an Italian on a gondola singing, "Just one cornetto, give it to me, delicious ice cream from Italy." Not made in Italy, they're probably made in Birmingham or somewhere. Certainly not made anywhere. Anyway, so yes, so I can have a cornetto that's vegan. I've had similar ones from another brand and they taste just the same. But the Unilever, and Unilever are absolute beeps. Oh, Daisy's having a drink. It's a quandary. I'm saving the animals, but in one way, and supporting a company that tests on animals. Oh dear, I'm gonna have to. Naughty, right. Okay, that's all the frozen stuff I bought, not much. I'll just pop that in the freezer and then we'll look at all these other wonderful things. I've got my receipt here. I forget to check it off. Now, why I like Ocado is because you very rarely get substituted items. So, for example, if you order something and it's not in stock, they will choose something similar. It's not happened often when I've bought from Ocado. Occasionally they've given me, I've ordered an eco-friendly fabric softener and they've given me Lenore. So obviously I said I don't want that shite. And then there's one case where I ordered sunflower spread and they gave me olive oil spread. And I said I didn't want it. But because it was chilled, they said, well, we're only going to throw it away. You can have it. So they let me keep it and I got my money back. And it was okay, as it turned out. So what happens with Ocado, you get an email saying what's all your items, and it says if there's any substitutions, it gives you everything you've ordered and it tells you the time it's coming, you book a delivery slot, and it even tells you the name of the driver and the colour of the van he's driving, or she. Right, what's in here? Oh, these are lovely. Mark's been buying me these. You can buy this brand from Sainsbury's, but you can't buy them from the shop I work at. This is it's all vegan. Everything in here is vegan, as far as I know. This is a rice pudding, vanilla rice pudding from a company called the Coconut Collaborative, and they're, of course, they're dairy-free. They're not like the rice pudding that you can buy, like Ambrosia rice pudding in a tin. They're nothing like that. Yeah, when I first took my first spoonful of these, it was like, but after the first spoonful, it's fine. I don't know, but they are nice. It's a nice sort of dairy-free dessert, and it's made of coconut milk, obviously. And these are so nice, but they're tiny little pots of chocolate deliciousness. Again, they're vegan, but you wouldn't know if you were to give them to a non-vegan as a little. Oh, here's a little chocolate pudding. They would have no clue that there was no dairy in this. They are such... I mean, that's enough. It's a tiny thing, but it's very rich, intense chocolate flavour. If you want that little bit of chocolate, you've got a hankering for chocolate, these are excellent. I don't know what the calories... Oh, 100... Not bad, is it? 100 calories per pot. And yes, I wouldn't eat more than one of those. One is enough. And these... I haven't had these, but I've had... This is a company called Pudology. I've had their millionaire shortbread desserts, which are lovely. Again, you wouldn't know that they were vegan. But these are different ones that I haven't seen in Sainsbury's. These are the Banoffee Banoffee puds, which will have some banana. They'll have a biscuit base. They've got banana and a toffee and a chocolate. Absolutely lovely. And these aren't cheap. These were on offer. They're not cheap compared to the dairy versions. To have a conscience when you're shopping, often it costs you more money, unfortunately. But these are nice little treats, and it means I can still have my chocolatey, dairy, sort of milky puddings without having milk. Right, so just put those in the fridge. Let's get the boring. A couple of loaves of bread. I have... Most bread is vegan, actually, not all breads. Some breads do have milk or egg in. Some breads may have vitamins added that aren't vegan based. They might be vegetarian, but they're not vegan. So Kingsmill is one brand I buy because it does actually say on it suitable for vegans. I don't know why more companies don't do it. It's not got the vegan, it says it somewhere. I've bought it for years, unless they've changed it. That's the thing. You have to watch. Some companies change the ingredients, and sometimes once they were vegan, like Jammy Dodgers used to be vegan, they have milk in them now. But Oreos, surprisingly, Oreo biscuits are vegan. And again, they've changed those. If you get Oreo biscuits and you're vegan, apparently the peanut butter Oreos are now vegan. They didn't used to be, but they've changed them to vegan. But you've just got to look at the ingredients. I'm sure it used to say on here somewhere. Oh yes, it does. It's very small, but it says on here suitable for vegetarians and vegans. So I've just bought these. Are on a 2 for £2 offer. I think they're £1.50 each or something, or £1.25. And you can buy 2 for £2. So I've got a white and a wholemeal. I like white bread cold. I toast it, then let it cool, and then put sunflower spread on, and normally have Marmite or occasionally marmalade on cold white. But wholemeal always has to be freshly eaten when it's toasted, and on the wholemeal I like to have normally peanut butter. So 2 loaves of bread. Let's just pop those behind me. Check I'm still recording, yes. I can't believe this cost £117. Where's all that money gone? It's because a lot of these things are more money, I suppose. These were on offer again, and these are vegan chickpea and lentil crackers. They're also organic, and they've got a lady's mouth on it for some reason. She's obviously going to enjoy eating those. I've got some very nice vegan cheese spread, which I'll have on this. All this has got in it is corn, chickpeas and lentils, green peas and sea salt. Could have made that myself, but that's just a little snack. I like my coffee, and I normally just have instant coffee. These are on offer, and I've had coffee bags before. These are just 10 bags, like tea bags, but they've got coffee in, and these are, I like a good strong and black. That's how I like my coffee. No, that's not how I like my men. Thank you very much. I heard you. I don't, well, no. Well, I'm not being racist. Anyway, supposed to be talking about coffee. I do like strong. I didn't used to have black coffee because I always used to have milk in it, and I keep finding that the vegan milk alternatives, the soya, sometimes they curdle and it put me off. So I've just started having it black, and I'm used to having coffee black now. It didn't take long to get used to having black coffee. So anyway, these are Percol, Italian style, Black and Beyond coffee bags. 10 of them. So yes. More naughtiness, but vegan naughtiness. These are quite nice. These are Delicato, and I think they're Swedish. They're sort of like snowballs. We used to call them snowballs in the UK, and they're sort of like they've got desiccated coconut on the outside, and they're chocolatey. They're quite dense, these. Again, these, I probably would only eat one of these in a sitting. Whereas all the stuff I used to buy, the cheap stuff, I would have to have several of them, and be eating more and more. All the dairy-based, milk chocolate-based stuff. But these, you feel that one's enough, and these weren't on offer. I think these were about. Let's see how much these were. You see, these were costly compared to the sort of things I used to buy. £2.99, £3 nearly for those. So quite expensive. I think they're made in. I think they're Swedish. Well, no, what's in these? Oh, it says it's oat pastry with mocha flavour, covered with cocoa compound and desiccated coconut. It says may contain traces of milk protein, so it isn't marked as vegan. I don't think it will. A lot of stuff is suitable for vegans, even though it's made in factories that use other products. I'm trying to see where these are made. I'm sure they're Swedish. There's a lot of foreign on this. I think they're Swedish. Normally it shows where they're made, but anyway. Oh, does it does it see Denmark? No? Holland? No. Well, they're made somewhere foreign anyway, but they're quite nice with a cup of coffee. Cup of hot black coffee. Oh, my rolls. Just got some lovely rolls. These are from Waitrose. Waitrose are a very upscale supermarket. Now, Ocado have Waitrose products. So any posh people, Dame Judi Dench would shop at Waitrose. Anyone who you consider posh would normally shop at Waitrose. And Waitrose is a very nice shop and has some very nice things. And these are quite nice. I have a lot of soup for lunch, and I would probably have 3 of these mini rolls with my soup. So they're a nice little selection. They weren't on offer. I've had them before, and they're nice. So I thought I'll get them, Oh, crikey, most of this consists of treats. But then, see, my main shop at the supermarket I work at, I would be buying all the regular stuff that I can get a lot cheaper. I get a discount as well, obviously, but the stuff's cheaper anyway. They do a fair amount of vegan stuff now. So these are Scottish brand, I think. Narns or Nyans, I don't know. These are dark chocolate chip oat biscuits. You can have chocolate. They're vegan as well. And I also got a little individually wrapped selection, which includes some of these. It also includes stem ginger and mixed berry oat biscuits, and they contain 9 sachets of 2. So it stops you binge eating them. When you open a normal packet of biscuits, you might not realise and you've eaten about 8 of them. But with these, you can just have 2 and be happy with that. So, biscuits. No wonder I'm not slim. What's that? Oh, right, these, surprisingly, are, again, I quite like to eat these as a pudding. These are jellies. Jelly. Doesn't have gelatin in. These are vegan. This is peach and pear, tropical fruit. So this is fruit and jelly. Oops. Peach, mandarin. Oh, I must have liked the mandarin. Or did I buy 2 by mistake? 2 mandarin. I think I bought 2 by mistake. But I can have those with Alpro desserts. Alpro vanilla dessert is very like custard. So if you like cold jelly and custard and you're vegan, you can get one of these little pots and a vanilla Alpro dessert, and you're sorted. Lovely. I'm running out of space. Let's pop them there. I'm not putting anything on the floor. Daisy's watching. These are vegan again. These are just little sort of mints you have after a meal to freshen your breath. I have something in my locker at work after I've had my break at work. I'd normally have one of these or a little squirt of breath freshener. You know, because you never know, you might meet someone and they might want to give you a big kiss while you're at work. So I like to keep a fresh mouth. And these Peppersmith sugar-free mints are suitable for vegans. And they don't have sugar, they have xylitol. Now this is a treat. This is ridiculously expensive. Now they do a bigger one that's even more expensive. Now this one single chocolate bar, which is 65 grams, I don't know what that is in imperial, that wasn't on offer, but that costs, wait for it folks, wait until I've looked through, £2.39 for that, and they do a bigger one that's £4.50 odd. But it's not a bad size, but that is the most like a regular dairy milk chocolate treat. This has got hazelnuts, a whole hazelnut chocolate bar. So I will be relishing that at £2.39. I'll be cutting it into little strips and taking my time to eat that, because that, I would consider that as a great treat for someone on limited means. Right. Now into household products here. Now I don't know if this grass seed's vegan, but the lawn is looking a little bit patchy after the winter, so I've just got some grass seed to patch it up and just boost it a bit. So that's that. Oh, that's a big box. All these Ecozone products were on offer. Again, they're vegan. Now, there's 72 tablets in here. I'm running low. I've got about 30 odd left, but for me that's running low. They're not the best at cleaning. There's occasions when I've had to put something back in, something that might have had something dried on. On the whole, they're okay, but they're not as good as the mass market brands like the Finish and Fairies of this world. But I would rather get these because I know they're animal friendly. They're a little bit less toxic. I don't like those those pouches that have the liquid in and the powder, like the Fairy and the Finish, because they always left an aftertaste. I could taste something. I'm very sensitive to sort of smells and tastes, especially chemically ones. And these don't seem to leave any sort of taste residue. So that's why I get them. They're not the best performing, but you know, I'll compromise. I don't mind washing stuff occasionally, again, putting something back in. It's not every time I do a wash. Occasionally there's this one item maybe that needs another go, but you know, that's fine. Another Ecozone item, which is just for my shower cubicle, limescale remover. That got top rated limescale removers on Ocado. That came out top. And again, it's animal safe and blah blah, animal friendly. So that's a tough limescale remover by Ecozone. Another Ecozone product. I don't know if this is going to work. I've tried all sorts of eco-friendly toilet cleaners and none of them remove. Now, if you're eating, put your fork down. I haven't found, the only thing I've found that removes poo-poo that's stuck on the pan. Oh, come on, look. This is, I'm being honest with you, this is what happens. Don't say it doesn't. Don't say that your poo-poo don't stink, folks. Sometimes your poo-poo sticks to the toilet bowl, and the only way of removing it is using one of those disgusting brushes, which I wouldn't have in my house, or bleach. Bleach is the only thing I've used that absolutely obliterates stuck on poo-poo, and I've tried all sorts of eco-friendly stuff. The one I'm using at the moment is by a company called BioD. That doesn't shift anything, doesn't really make much dent in the poo-poo. So I'm wondering if this will. I'll report back if it does. Maybe I'll do a separate video. I'll show you some stuck on feces and see if this removes it. So anyway, that's the Ecozone toilet cleaner. Whoops, I'm continuing the Ecozone theme. Although these are all-in-one tablets, I always use separate salt and rinse aid anyway, and I've used this for quite a while. This doesn't leave any sort of aftertaste that I've noticed. So there's a rinse aid for the dishwasher. One of my favourite brands, and a treat brand really, for soft drinks. I don't have soft drinks hardly at all. I don't buy those great 2 litre size Cokes and all that. I just don't, I've just never been brought up with soft drinks, so I don't have cravings for them. But occasionally I like the odd Fentimans, and these are quite expensive. They're about £1.25 each for one of these, but there were 4 for £4, something like that. So we've got a wild English elderflower, a Fentimans Curiosity Cola, a Fentimans Mandarin and Seville Orange Jigger, and a Fentimans Cherry Cola. They didn't have the favourite, which was Dandelion and Burdock. They were out of stock of that, unfortunately, so I had to go for the Cherry Cola, I think, instead of Dandelion and Burdock. Right, last 2 items in this bag, and these are a new brand, and again, these weren't on offer, but they're highly rated. I think they're about £4 each. This is a I've got another toilet cleaner. This is a minty loo cleaner. So it might be an idea to do a video on separate video on toilet cleaners. Would anyone watch it? This is, again, it's got the vegan symbol, so it means it's no animal products, not been tested on animals. I'll give it a sniff. Yes, that smells like my mouthwash. So anyway, that's a bit unusual. A minty loo cleaner by a company called Green Scents, and I think they're probably made in the UK. It's probably a smaller company. The thing is, I used to buy Method stuff, and Method is now owned by SC Johnson, so I don't touch Method with a barge pole anymore, so I have to go for smaller companies. But as these smaller companies get popular, they get greedy, and some big corporation come along and say, here, we'll give you this much for your company, here, have it. And a lot of them say, all right. And so then they get boycotted. So this is a minty multi-surface spray. So this is for my ensuite. So I'm going to use this for cleaning, you know, my loo and my shower and sink. And I'll use this. So I'm going to be all minty fresh in my ensuite. Right, last thing out of... I don't know what's in here. I know what one of the items is, but it's in a separate little bag. Oh, right. Another thing with Ocado, they buy back, you have to pay for the carrier bags. You have no option of not having bags. They're 5p each. But when you have another delivery, you can give them the old bags and they give you 5p per bag. And they don't even have to be from Ocado. So that's good. Right, let's just move all this out of the way. It was lovely and sunny earlier, had sun streaming through the window, but now it's raining and windy. So my garden furniture is back covered up. I was sitting, only a few days ago, I even took my top off, can you believe it? In my back garden, I took my top off and grabbed some sun and thought, right, that's probably all we're getting. Now, this is a bucket. How exciting. Upside down. Ooh, there's things in there. Oh yes, I forgot. Dog food, right. Yes, this is exciting for you. A bucket. This is an Addis, they're a brand from the UK, I believe. 10-year guarantee on a bucket. I like this one because it's got a nice spout. The only reason I got a bucket, I don't really use a bucket, I've just got a rug doctor. You won't know this because I've not shown it on my other channel. If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you may have seen pictures of it. But to fill it, it doesn't have a tank you can take out to fill. So I've just got this bucket which I'll be using to fill my rug doctor with, and I like it's got a good spout, which will mean I can fill the rug doctor without spilling it everywhere. So there we go. How interesting for you, a bucket. Let's hope I don't kick the bucket. Oh. Continuing the vegan theme, there is this magazine, which is called Vegan Food and Living. And it has 75, you see, I'm an unhealthy vegan. I'd say I'm a junk food vegan. It would be nice to make some of these things, and maybe I will. I might subscribe, because now I'm trying not to be on the internet as much. I'm going, as I said in an earlier video, I'm going more analogue. And I've been thinking, oh, I might start getting some magazine subscriptions instead of looking on the internet for stuff. And, you know, I can take a magazine outside and look at it while I'm catching the sun if it ever comes out. It's very hard to look at my iPad when they've got full sun. Anyway, hopefully I'll find time to look through that. I might subscribe because there's an offer. Oh, free copy of Simply Vegan. Oh, it's a different one. Oh, it's another magazine. A new launch. Oh, right. Oh, well, I might get that if it's a free copy. Anyway, that's a Vegan Food and Living magazine. This is dog food. Now, I normally buy a big sack of it, but I'm running out, so I thought I'd buy a smaller one. We used to get them this stuff that was imported from Canada called Ocado, which is very good dog food, but it was hard to source sometimes. They're often out of stock. So I found this company, Pooch and Mutt, which are highly rated, and they're quite expensive again. But like this small bag cost, I mean, I normally buy the big 10 kilogram sack, which is about £46. So this 2 kilogram, I think, yes, Daisy can smell it even though it's sealed up. This one costs Pooch and Mutt, £11.38. That's not bad, is it? So yeah, this one is, they do different ones. This is the calm and relaxed version. So I think this is turkey based. They have one that's salmon based and beef based. I think I'll get the salmon one next. I like to mix and match. So there we go. That's and again, as far as dog food goes, I don't go for the big companies you can see everywhere. I don't go for, well, the ones, Purina, is it? And Pedigree and all that palaver. I don't go with them. And Iams, I've read horror stories about those companies. I prefer to support smaller companies. If they're mass market on the whole, especially if it's cleaning products, don't touch them. If you can get them everywhere, it means they've been tested on animals. They belong to mass companies who couldn't give a toss about the environment or animal health. Oh, well, before I go on to my underarms, just for, oh, it's calming. These are tiny, oh, these are duck. Ooh, you see again, I can't, I'm a vegan and I give my dogs meat. You see, again, it is possible apparently, you can feed dogs and cats on a vegan diet and they're okay on it, but I can't risk it. Dogs are designed to eat meat. Right, so I've got little treats. They always have to have treats at bedtime. Now, this is a brand I quite like, found fairly recently, Sukin. I've got some of their face moisturisers and masks. This is a deodorant which I'm trying out. I've been using Faith in Nature, and I found out they contain alum, which is aluminium based apparently. So they can say they're free from aluminium but have alum in. So I went off Faith in Nature, and this one is a spray. And again, these aren't cheap. Obviously, you can get a deodorant. Well, you can get a supermarket owned brand deodorant for about 50p. You can get a branded one for £1. But these, you know, these aren't cheap. But I like to try different things. Let's see how much these cost. I think these were, was this on offer? Most of the things were, no, I don't think this was on offer. But it was, what's it called? Oh, I can't remember. It was quite expensive for what it is. It's quite small. It was over, was it? It was on offer. Offer savings. Oh, here we are. Yeah. Just pop to the loo and make yourself a cup of tea while I'm looking for this. Oh, here we are. It was 25%. These are normally $7.99 for that, to spray under your armpits. But it was on offer at $5.99. It shouldn't have much of a smell. I'll give it a smell. Oh, it's quite pleasant. Crikey, it smells a bit like gin. Anyway, that's a natural deodorant by a company called Sukin. And again, I think they've got the vegan doodah. They are vegan anyway. They say they're not tested on no animal testing. And I don't think they've got the vegan logo. And this is this Dr. Bronner's. You probably know Dr. Bronner's if you live in the USA. This was on offer as well, but it was still £15 for that. But you dilute it. I use this normally as a shower gel. Put it in, I decant it into a smaller Dr. Bronner's bottle and sort of half fill it and then half fill it with water. It's quite runny, but it goes a long way. But I've also used the tea tree version to clean my bathroom. I've put it in a spray bottle, diluted it, and it's cleaned my bathroom fine. And actually, a few days ago, when you're cleaning out your shower cubicle, the best way of doing it is being inside it, isn't it? So what I do, if I want to give my shower cubicle a good scrub, I would take the cleaner in and a sponge in with the shower, clean myself, and then, well, first of all, I'd squirt the two sides of my shower cubicle, the glass door and the glass side panel, and then I'd use my sponge, rub it in, and as that's sort of soaking and doing its business, I'd be washing myself, you know, lathering up my body, my Adonis muscular body, lathering it all up, rinsing it off, and then I would rinse off the shower cubicle. But I was often using products that really you shouldn't be because I was stepping in the product, because obviously I was naked in the shower while cleaning it. But using Dr. Bronner's to clean my shower is fine, because I'm cleaning myself with it anyway, so it doesn't matter if I'm stepping in the foam from the cleaner, because I could spray it on myself and clean myself with it. And it did a good job. I've never tried it in the washing machine. Apparently you can use it as a laundry detergent as well. It's got 18 uses. I'd look out for that. It's just a very simple, if you're not going down the route of making your own cleaning materials, this is fairly simple, not a lot of stuff in it, but it seems to do a good job. So it's quite a big 946 millilitres, and it says it's 18 in 1. This is the eucalyptus variety, which is nice and refreshing. Is that it? Well, there we go. That's what £117 will get you if you shop at Ocado in the UK. But as I said, I suppose it was expensive, because that did have a few expensive items that I wouldn't normally buy. £4 for a spray cleaner. Again, you can buy a branded spray cleaner for £1. Supermarket spray cleaners you can get for about 60p. So as I said, it does cost. If you want certain things, as a vegan, you do have to spend more money. Anyway, I'll be enjoying this later, this ridiculously expensive Vigo chocolate bar. But anyway, what the heck? I might be run over by a bus tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that was interesting for you. Perhaps it wasn't, perhaps it was, but you can do anything on YouTube and somebody will watch it, won't they, Daisy? There'll be somebody who's be quite interested in seeing what I've purchased and what stuff's available. I mean, even I've watched Americans going in UK supermarkets, for some reason I saw a few videos that kept being recommended, and I saw Americans walking around Tesco and Sainsbury's and going, oh my god, I'll try not to do it, well I'll have to try. Oh my god, look at that! Oh, look at that! Oh, come here, Humphrey! Humphrey? What's an American name? Come here, Hank! Look what these British people have! So yeah, if I ever go abroad to America, I'll probably do the same, but I won't be doing it in supermarkets. I'll be in electrical shops saying, oh, but I see the thing is with the internet, you know what you have, you know, you can see everything nowadays, Daisy. And I'm not just talking about naughty things on the internet, you can see everything that's available, you know, to the consumer in different countries. So it's less surprising, I suppose. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I'm a bit more chipper than I was in my last video. But yeah, it's coming on. It's now Thursday. I've still got all today to clean up. But yeah, it's nearly there as far as acceptable for somebody else to come in and see the house. I'm getting some furniture delivered today. A new sideboard, that's going in the living room, so I'll have to make sure the living room's tidy. I've got a few hours until they're due, so I have to make sure the living room's tidy. I can just shove everything in the kitchen quickly. But yeah, got still stuff to do, haven't we, Daisy? My little precious. If you've any questions or comments, you can comment below this video if you like. And if you haven't got any questions or comments, don't. And if you've got anything nasty to say, keep it to yourself, because as a wise woman used to say, if you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say anything. Is that the right word? Some words? No, I don't know. Yes, Daisy. Oh, are you eyeing up my Vigo bar? Well, there's no way you're having that. You might be lucky enough to get one of these. Right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.